Welcome to Insightful Gaming. Today, we're showcasing one of the most overpowered and effortless Warlock builds in Destiny 2. A setup so strong, it practically plays the game for you. This build is all about turret spam, allowing you to have up to 4 automatic turrets active at once, constantly damaging enemies and controlling the battlefield. If you enjoy hands-free destruction, this setup will make Grandmasters, dungeons, and seasonal activities feel like easy mode. At the core of this build are 𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘, Getaway Artist, 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗠𝗕𝗘𝗥, and Bleak Watcher. Each of these elements contributes to creating an army of turrets that work together to slow, shock, and obliterate enemies before they can even get close. The synergy in this setup ensures constant ability uptime, battlefield control, and near infinite survivability. In this guide, we'll go over the exotics, weapons, abilities, aspects, fragments, and armor mods that make this build so devastating. If you love powerful broken PvE setups, hit that like button and subscribe for more game-changing builds. Now, let's dive into Destiny 2's ultimate turret warlock. The foundation of this build is Getaway Artist, an exotic warlock gauntlet that transforms your arc grenade into a sentient arc soul, a powerful turret that follows you and automatically shoots enemies. What makes this exotic even better is its synergy with Amplified, increasing the fire rate of your arc soul for even more damage output. Unlike regular arc souls, this version is more aggressive, lasts longer, and functions independently, making it one of the best passive damage tools in the game. With Getaway Artist, you will always have at least one turret up, but we take this further by stacking it with Bleak Watcher's Stasis turret, 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗠𝗕𝗄𝗏 Solar turret, and 𝗕𝗘𝗕𝗠𝗃𝗠𝗄𝗏 Portal turret. Whether you're in high-end PvE content or just farming activities, these turrets allow you to control the fight without ever needing to aim at every enemy yourself. To fully optimize this build, we're running a turret-generating loadout that works seamlessly with our abilities. Our primary weapon is 𝗕𝗘𝗠𝗃𝗠𝗃, an exotic pulse rifle that spawns a floating turret whenever you land precision hits or defeat enemies affected by stasis. Since we're already using Bleak Watcher's Stasis turret, this weapon naturally fits into the build, adding another autonomous damage source to the chaos. For our heavy weapon, we're using any strand machine gun with Hatchling. Hatchling creates threadlings on precision kills, giving us yet another autonomous pet that acts just like our turrets, dealing extra damage and hunting down enemies. This further enhances the passive nature of the build, allowing you to flood the battlefield with turrets, arc souls, and threadlings, all dealing damage for you while you focus on staying alive and rotating your abilities. This build takes full advantage of the Prismatic subclass, allowing us to combine arc, stasis, and solar abilities for a perfect synergy of damage, control, and survivability. Every ability in this setup contributes to keeping our turrets active while ensuring we never run out of energy. For our super, we're using Song of Flame, which increases ability regeneration and boosts solar weapon damage. While we won't rely on this super often, it provides a great burst of power for extended fights, ensuring our abilities recharge even faster. Our class ability is Phoenix Dive, which provides instant healing and, when combined with 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗠𝗃, spawns a solar turret upon use. This keeps our turret count high while giving us an easy way to stay alive. For melee, we're using Arcane Needle, which offers consistent ranged damage and helps trigger various prismatic synergies. The key to this build is Storm Grenade, which we convert into an Arc Soul turret using Getaway Artist. This ensures that, alongside our Stasis and Solar turrets, we always have a third autonomous damage source following us at all times. The combination of these abilities allows us to control entire areas, constantly weakening enemies and dealing passive damage without having to fire a single shot. For aspects, we're running 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗠𝗃𝗠𝗃 and Bleak Watcher. 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗠𝗃 spawns a solar turret when using Phoenix Dive, giving us extra crowd control and solar burns. Bleak Watcher allows us to convert our Stasis grenade into a Stasis turret, further adding to our automated army. Our fragments enhance our ability uptime and survivability. Facet of Dawn grants Radiant on melee kills, boosting weapon damage. Facet of Hope speeds up class ability regeneration, keeping Phoenix Dive ready more often. Facet of Balance improves resilience and recovery, making us harder to kill. Facet of Grace increases healing effects, ensuring Phoenix Dive provides even more survivability. Facet of Protection grants damage resistance when near allies, reducing incoming damage in team play. Facet of Purpose generates orbs of power when using abilities, further fueling our cooldown cycle. This build thrives on constant ability looping, ensuring you always have 4 turrets active and complete control over the battlefield. Every action you take feeds into the next, keeping your abilities fully charged and your autonomous damage sources constantly firing. The cycle begins with Getaway Artist, which consumes your Storm Grenade to summon an Arc Soul turret that follows you, providing continuous damage. At the same time, you will also activate your Bleak Watcher turret, freezing enemies and locking down key areas. To add even more firepower, activate Phoenix Dive, which spawns a Hellion solar turret, dealing solar burn damage and further increasing your passive crowd control. Finally, as you land precision kills with no time to explain, you generate yet another turret through its exotic perk, which continues to fire at enemies as long as you keep hitting precision shots. With Hatchling from your Strand machine gun, you also spawn Threadlings that behave similarly to your turrets, hunting down enemies and dealing additional passive damage. This creates a true army of automated weapons, all working together to eliminate threats while you simply position yourself and trigger your cooldowns. To ensure that your abilities are always ready, we're running a set of armor mods that focus on ability regeneration, orb generation, and survivability. These mods allow you to maintain infinite turret uptime, keeping your automated army active at all times. For the helmet, we're using Kinetic Siphon, which generates orbs of power from no time to explain kills. This fuels our armor charge system, keeping our cooldowns low. Additionally, double dynamo mods further reduce super cooldown whenever we use Phoenix Dive, helping us cycle into Song of Flame more frequently. On our arms, we have Grenade Kickstart, which refunds grenade energy when we consume our Storm Grenade with Getaway Artist. Focusing Strike provides class ability energy whenever we land melee hits, allowing us to use Phoenix Dive more often. Heavy-Handed ensures that melee kills generate orbs of power, feeding back into our energy loop. For our chest armor, we focus on damage resistance, using Concussive Dampener for AoE protection, arc resistance to counter arc damage sources, and Charged Up to increase our maximum armor charge stacks, allowing us to maintain ability buffs for longer periods. On our legs, we use Better Already, which immediately starts health regeneration when we pick up an orb of power. Invigoration reduces melee cooldown when picking up orbs, keeping Arcane Needle ready more often. Stacks on Stacks increases the amount of armor charge we gain, further extending our ability uptime. Finally, our class item runs Bomber, which reduces grenade cooldown whenever we use Phoenix Dive. Outreach lowers melee cooldown, ensuring we always have Arcane Needle ready. Reaper generates an orb of power on weapon kills after using a class ability, creating even more synergy with our Phoenix Dive spam. This build is one of the most powerful and effortless Warlock setups in Destiny 2, allowing you to turn any activity into easy mode. By combining Getaway Artist, No Time to Explain, Hellion, and Bleak Watcher, you create a fully automated army of turrets, eliminating enemies before they even have a chance to react. With infinite ability uptime, passive damage, and complete battlefield control, this build is perfect for Nightfalls, dungeons, and high-end content, letting you dominate every encounter with minimal effort. If you enjoyed this guide, hit that like button and subscribe for more game-breaking Destiny 2 builds. Have any tweaks or ideas to make this setup even better? Drop a comment below. Your feedback might inspire the next unstoppable loadout we feature. Thanks for watching Insightful Gaming, and remember, why aim when your turrets can do it for you? See you in the next one.